Peace and blessings, Israel. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called, In Today's Society, We Are Currently Witnessing the Time of Jacob's Trouble. All right. Anybody that's paying attention to what's going on in the world today, it's a lot of things that's symbolic to Jacob's trouble. And what you see on the screen, man, this would be symbolic to what it's going to look like in the time of Jacob's trouble. And we're in those times right now, man. Some of us are well aware of this, and some of us are clueless to the fact that we are witnessing today, in today's society, we are currently witnessing the time of Jacob's trouble, man. I brought out a word yesterday pertaining to the judgment of the Lord, pertaining to the sinful women of Judah. And this is just an extension of that, man. We're in trouble, man. Everything that the Bible deems unrighteous, the world is deeming it righteous. You know, everything that the Lord speaks against in the world is accepted. The LGBTQ movement has bullied their way into a righteous eye, meaning that, you know, they have to be treated with special circumstances. You can't speak negative about them. You can't speak the truth about them. When the Bible clearly condemns these type of people. And again, I'm not judging. I'm just stating the fact that everything that's supposed to be righteous according to the Bible in the world's eye is deemed wicked. And the things that's in the world that are wicked are being deemed righteous, man. It's kind of like Isaiah 5:20, man, when it speaks about good is evil and evil is good, I believe. But if you're not paying attention to what's going on in the world today pertaining to the Israelites, man, we are in trouble, man. We're going to come to you in Jeremiah 30, chapter 7. And it says, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, man. You see that? Now, one might add, what's Jacob's trouble? Jacob's trouble is going to be a time of extreme evil and misery that's taking place. An example of Jacob's trouble is pandemonium overdose at the highest order, man, of wickedness. That's an example of Jacob's trouble. The time of Jacob's trouble, you're going to see the spirit of Antichrist being promoted. Yeah, man. What's the name of the lesson? In today's society, we are currently witnessing the time of Jacob's trouble. And what you see on the screen is exactly symbolic what it's going to look like in the time of Jacob's trouble. And again, in Jeremiah 30:7, it says, Alas, for that day is what? That day is great. That day is tremendous. So that none is like it. It's not going to be no day like this. The scripture says in Jeremiah 30:7, it is even the time. Okay? It is even the season of Jacob's trouble. Who would Jacob be? Jacob is the Israelites, okay? The real Jews the Bible speaks of. Yeah, man. That's Jacob. And what type of trouble is he's going to deal with? Distress, affliction, adversity, anguish, tribulation, man. And when you look all over Israel today, you see this happening. You see we are in distress. We are being afflicted. We're dealing with adversity, trials, tribulations, terrors. It's all among us, man. It's all among us. I mean, people out here partying and BSing. People out here shucking and jiving. People out here partying like it's 1999, man. Not paying attention to everything that's happening. It's people in the world starving to death. It's people that's homeless. Just the other night here in Milwaukee, man, a panhandler was killed while he was, on the island, with a sign for food and whatnot. And the car reversed backwards. And the panhandler never seen the car coming and killed him. Freak accident, however you want to name it. The point is, man, we in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. I mean, like I said before, everybody want to party, shuck and jive, kick it, happy-go-lucky, and we just not in that time right now, man. It's a dark time for us as Israelites, and what you see on the screen is symbolic to what we dealing with, man. In Jeremiah 30:7, again, it says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble." But here's the beautiful thing. It says, "But he shall be saved out of it." So even though he's going to be dealing with, it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, in the end, he's going to be preserved, rescued, safe, brought to salvation. He's going to experience eternal victory, you see. So perseverance, man, people really need to understand that and get used to that, because that's exactly what you're going to have to rely on in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Once again, what's the name of the word? In today's society, we are currently witnessing the time of Jacob's trouble, man. And if you look at the news, local news, worldwide news, you look at all the things that's happening around you that pertains to Jake, aka Jacob, that pertains to the Israelites, it should be a clear sign we're in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. People going to jail, people going into hospital, people going into hospitals, people are going to the graveyards, man. People are checking into mental institutes. People are strung out on dope. People are out here selling their bodies, prostituting themselves, stealing, robbing and stealing, killing. You name it, man. It's going on today as clear signs that we are witnessing the time of Jacob's trouble, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word, and we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And again, in Jeremiah 30:7, it says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." So in the end, if you can persevere, man, you're going to be okay. But only the spiritually strong is going to be able to survive. The spiritually weak, they ain't going to make it, man. Shalom, Israel.